Hello my friends, I am G Hondo and welcome back to our Let's Play of OpenTTD Season 2. This is episode 60. In the last episode, we had one new mission get created, and sadly I had to also remove a route because it had become defunct. So for this episode though, we do have two missions that are well on their way to being complete in the mid-90s, and one that's not too far off either in the low 90s, so I think we're going to get at least two, maybe three to do for this episode, and that will be awesome. Well, let's get rolling. I'm not entirely sure which one will finish first. This one is slightly ahead, but it also wants slightly more, so it's going to be pretty close. I think they both will probably expire very close to the same time, so... And then I think this one will be shortly after. So that should be good. Now this one just updated. So this one's by a train. These ones are by road vehicles. So these will be updating more often, but less at a time. Whereas this one on a train will update less often, but it'll do more per run because it has such a higher carrying capacity. But I still think they're both going to expire at pretty much the same time. Although this one is really trying to keep up, because this one's also on a train now. So I guess I shouldn't say now, it's only ever been on a train, but I was thinking it was a different one. There was that Great Lewis stock one that was a road vehicle originally. And I think I switched it over to a train, but this one here has always been a train. This is a newer one. I'm starting to get my factories and farms mixed up, which is not so good, but anyway. Let's check on this green one over here. It's a pretty long trip, but here comes 3 cars worth, which is 105. 105 greens here. I think that should do it, actually. Unless this is rounded up, but if that's even just exactly, or is actually rounding down, then it's definitely done. But we'll see as soon as it updates. Yeah, it's done. And actually, I think this one will finish next, and then this one, it looks like. Because this one's catching up really, really well. But that pretty well guarantees, though, that we are going to have 3 new missions come in this episode. And hopefully at least one of them is a new one. We're far enough into the game now that I can generally expect at least some of them to be duplicates pretty much every time. But hopefully we get at least 1 or 2 of these that are new. That's my hope anyway. We shall see how it goes. Okay, so that one was done, and one of them was replaced. Passengers to Tron down. We are already doing, so that's a duplicate. No problem there. And this is a single plane carrying 200 passengers at a time. So that should be, what would that be? 32 trips total. So it'll take a little while. Each trip will be about 3%. If my math is serving me. And hey, look at this, our first oil mission since the, what, 1810s, 1820s? Something like that. But that goes to show, though, just how long there hasn't been any oil on the map to use. Well, given this thing is right on the coast, I think it's fairly obvious we're going to be looking for... Although maybe there isn't one nearby. Yep, there's one. I was going to say, it's fairly obvious we're going to be using a boat to do this, and going to an oil rig, because that's where all the oil is. I don't think we have any on-land oil still. Well, I guess we can check that real quick. Nope, there's still 0 oil wells, so it'll always be coming in by boat, or later by plane once we have planes that can carry oil. But I don't remember if or when we ever get those, so that will be a while. Anyway, let us go ahead and create a dock here to access. Accepts oil, that's us, and we need a depot. Can be over there somewhere, that's fine. Awesome, okay. new boat. This will be an oil tanker. And this will be oil to Nant Hill. Okay. Close that. Your route shall be depot docks. Come here. There we go. And Nant Hill, if I can click on it. It's always kind of tricky to get at. There it goes. It's very tricky because it's never certain where exactly the square is that it wants. And I can see I'm going to have to give this some attention in a minute. So I'll just put that off to the side so we can come back to it. In the meantime, let's finish off our oil boat here. I'm going to leave the this is the window I'm actively watching for you guys for the boats, just because there's lots more traffic and more stuff happening. But I do just want to make sure that this boat gets going okay. And then I'll go sort out what's happening over here. And the other mission, nope, still hasn't finished yet, but it's going to any second now, so that's fine. That gives us a bit more time to finish off these two things. Let's go ahead and get this going here. I think what I'll do is I'm going to do the full load trick on this one again, just to make sure it picks up some oil. But I definitely don't want to wait for a full load, because this holds 220,000. And this actual refinery, if I can click on the actual oil part, which is very difficult to do, there it goes, only produces 81,000 a month, so it would have to sit there for 3 months, plus however long it takes to activate. So I'm just going to wait till it has some, which it does, and then I'm just going to take full load off. I'm not going to have this one doing full loads, ever. There's just not enough volume here. I just want to make sure it goes, gets at least some of it going, and we'll go from there. Okay, so that other mission finished, and it's yet another oil refinery, so we're going to be making another boat in a minute. But I want to sort this out first after this one's done, so this will be fine. So we're actually going to get 2 new boat runs this episode. Fantastic. Alright. I went up here to try and put it on high speed because I was sure that this was going so slowly it wasn't. But then I remembered it's a boat. The boat's really, really slow. Anyway. It's probably not going to be profitable on this run, but that's okay. I know it will be in future. Yeah, with only that much it's not going to be, but it's fine. It's now rolling. That's all we need to worry about. Okay, now what's happening with this one? It was complaining about low profitability. And it's right, it's not really doing much. Okay, so it's only hauling a very tiny amount of goods at a time. And that's probably because whatever is feeding it is not being served much. Okay, I see what I've got here. So I've got a ore mine feeding this steel mill, which in turn feeds goods. This is feeds steel to here, which produces goods. So every time that train comes in, we feed it. Okay, that and we have, looks like 3 planes trying to do this, which is just far too many. I click on this actual plane, please. No? Okay. Oh, I guess it's just 2 planes. I thought I had 3, but that's fine. Anyway, we definitely do not need this many planes. So, why don't we just get rid of one of them? Oh, the hangar, please. Thank you. Yes, please. Okay. That should help a bit, because now it's not going to have 2 planes fighting over the same cargo, because there's clearly just not all that much to be had. Right, so that should sort that out. Now, finally, we can come over here and deal with this guy. Now, this one's not very near the coast, so I'm going to have to, yeah, we're going to be coming from here for sure, but I'm going to have to dig in a canal, or just have the boat land it here and then bring it over that way. Unless we're really, 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 really lucky and we have a plane now that can haul oil. But I really, really doubt it. Didn't think so. Okay. So we will have to do it the hard way. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, so it's going to be coming from up here. So I guess I will kind of want the canal around here or so. I think I ended up always just doing that. Oh, now I've forgotten. Or was it this? There's a trick to these, and now I've forgotten it. It's been a while. Darn, 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 darn. Was it that? Was that how I used to do it? Oh, I remember fighting with this. There it goes. Okay. I remember fighting with this a long time ago. Might even have been in the previous season. It's been a while. But I do remember fighting with this at some point. And I'm going to make this an actual like little lake just so it looks better. Not because it's necessary. But I always remember I remember there was something tricky about getting that going, but I could not seem to remember what it was. Oh, that was the other thing. You then had to have a bit of a hill to put the dock on. Now I remember. I don't know why that is, but it is. See? There we go. Okay. And we need a depot as usual. That can be over here somewhere. Doesn't terribly matter where. Excellent. Okay. Now we'll take another oil tanker. And this will be oil. Come on, thank you. Oil to Acton Castle. Excellent. And your route shall be from depot to oil field, which is always tricky to get at, to the docks. And I will do the full load trick on this one again, just to get it going. Just to make sure it goes ahead and gets activated. Although it's got a lot better production, but that's still going to be 2 full months to... And that, not only is it 2 full months to fill that, but obviously as we use it up, it'll get less and less, and then it'll start taking longer and longer, so I do not want to do full loads. Just want to make sure it's active, grab a bit of fuel here, and move it down. No, that's not the message I was after. That's the message I was... Oh, right, we already fixed that. That's fine. Have to wait till next year to make sure it's okay. But it should be. And there we go. Using our neat little lift lock there to come into this little river we built. A canal, but whatever. To our little man-made square lake. That should be groovy. I'm starting to think I've done something bad here. Why, yes, I put this too far away. It's not actually talking to the oil refinery. So, yeah, that's a silly moment. Let's try that again. Let's try building the dock here. Nope, that's still not close enough. It's close enough to pick the goods up from the refinery, but not to actually drop the oil off. That's bizarre. Okay, one more square over. There we go. And I'm going to have this be a connected dock. No, I'm not. I'm just going to get rid of this dock and start over. Okay. Now I need to make sure. It looks like it might have figured that out because I did it quick enough while this was still there. If you're not quick enough, it'll create one with a different name, and then even if you rename it, it still thinks you're talking about the old one and gets messed up. But this should be okay, because I did this while it was still here, so it knew I meant for it to be the same one, even though it wouldn't let me just control click. But anyway. Well, it's interesting. When it comes out, it goes to the far side just because it thinks that's quicker than turning here. Neat. Not a big deal, but neat. Anyway. Since then, this should have, yeah, it'll actually get a full load because it took me long enough to do all that. So that's alright. So this will definitely be a profitable trip. I keep looking up here to speed this up, but this really is how fast they go on high speed. Anyway. I was going to make a mean comment about boats, but I do remember all those years with just horses, and I was begging for the boats because I knew they were the first things to show up. So I can't say anything too despairing about boats. Not yet. But probably soon. Anyway. So once this drops off, this should definitely become a profitable boat. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. So, yes, definitely a profitable boat. Let's get rid of that. Next. Oh, a new passenger boat. With an actual decent speed. Yes. In fact, so yes, let's go and get this going right away. Passenger ship. Yeah, you can see, I mean, the speed difference is enormous. Absolutely enormous. Yes, they don't last quite as long. Don't care. For it to be going 3 times the speed, absolutely worth it, to the point where I'm going to even tell them, upgrade immediately. Don't even wait for these to get their full lifespan. Just get moving now. So what we're going to do, let's pop over to here, so we can actually watch some of these get converted over. Looks like you're going to be the first one. That's fine. When it gets close, I'm going to put the speed down just so you can see the old boats coming in versus the newer boat coming out. And that will help make it obvious just how much of a speed difference we're talking about. But I'll leave the speed up until they actually get to here. Just because it is such a slow boat currently. Okay, excellent. So these will still be some of the old ones, these will be the new ones, and you'll see just how fast they overtake. That is delightful. Look at how fast that overtakes them. Just roars past them. Oh, that's fantastic. That's going to really help our passenger travel. Hey, a new tanker. That's still very slow, although it is definitely faster than our current one, and also a much greater capacity. So I'm going to say yes to them, but I'm not going to do the immediate upgrade, just because it's not as big a deal. Because the extra capacity doesn't really help us, and all of our tanker trips are really, really short, so the extra speed isn't even that big a deal. So I will tell them to do that upgrade, but they can just do it whenever. It's not urgent. We don't have a new cargo ship yet, but I'm assuming we'll get one fairly soon. This seems to be the year of the boat, apparently. Yeah, we have a lot of passengers here, but now that these passenger ferry boats will be much faster, because they'll be little hovercraft, that will really help. We'll be able to start hauling these people out a lot faster. And yes, it required 3 lots because that's how much faster it is. Anyway. Well, that is fantastic. I'm really happy about that. That really helps the boat situation. So I think that makes this a pretty good spot to put a cut in for the episode. So until next time, folks, please stay calm, and I hope you'll come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.